Ah. Ah. Now, as you do this, you're going to notice things kind of happen. You'll do it longer than that. I recommend in the book that people, the first time they do it for about 5 minutes with the different sounds that I guide you through. First of all, your body calms down. Stress begins to whittle away. The second part is you begin to feel vibrations through the hand, the arm, and eventually, depending upon where you're at in terms of the cultivation of your level of sensitivity, you'll eventually feel through the whole body. And that's where repeating this exercise will help you get more and more in touch with that whole body vibrational feeling. And the reason that's really important is we are all vibrational beings. Everything vibrates. And it's like being able to only partially see through your eyes because you have blinders on. What we're looking to do is help you take the blinders off your vibrational mindset to connect with this wholeness. And once you do that, there'll be different sounds that you make. And then we're going to go on and actually use it for connecting with feelings in the body. Let's say when you were doing your ah or whatever other sounds we worked with, you would notice that this area wasn't vibrating, or maybe you have a pain in this area. What we then do is we actually will put the balloon with our hands flat on the balloon against that area. Now there's subtle tricks to this whole thing, such as the observation of the breath as you do it. Because you're going to notice that if you put your balloon on a spot where you have a feeling of discomfort, your breath is going to stop. And so what we're really looking to do is help you awaken that connection with your breath again. And from the part one you will have learned how the breath is so intimately tied with the emotions that are tied in there. And so reconnecting with that breath is a critical component. And so then once you're there, besides observing the breath, we also want to do some sounds again. Like let's go back to the ah, ah. And as you repeat this or the other sounds, it takes you into a deeper level of relaxation, and the feeling of discomfort or tightness or pain or whatever the other emotional issue is being held in there will begin to whittle away. And to recap on why this works, when we did that, we felt the vibration. Now, if you look at my voice, you don't see a vibration coming out here, but we've transposed it through the balloon, and we get a sensation of it being amplified, that it amplifies the whole balloon shaking and through the body. So again, we put it here now on this discomfort. Now, that discomfort, believe it or not, has its own inner vibration. It'll typically be a very quicker vibration than a lot of the body. And so our goal is to help it slow down. As it slows down, it unwinds. And that's where the healing really begins to take place. So as you're doing that, and then you add the sounds in, you help kind of get deeper in touch with the depth of it. So, and again, watching the breath. Every time I go there, I can feel the breath tightens up because I'm tuning into either my own or somebody else's when I work with the balloon. Now, I think I mentioned in part one that I do this with clients. I'll actually put a balloon in their hand and have them make the sound, feel it. And as I'm tuning into their body energetically, I will notice the tightness here, and I will have them put it there and observe their breath. Now, once you've learned to do that kind of thing, you may find that you have a discomfort on your back, and you can actually sit on a chair with this behind your back. You could prop two or three of these in bed next to you, and just being under the blanket held against your body will be profound unto its own direction. Now, I know there's probably going to be more questions coming out of this video, or I know there's people working with the book often have questions. So I am in the midst of developing a forum where I invite you to come to my website, everythingvibrates.com. And first of all, say hi to me, let me know how you thought about the program today. But also, share with me your experiences of what happened for you when you tried this. Share with me your experiences of how it worked for you when you did the different energies, journeys in the book, when you went deeper and deeper and deeper. You see, the third one is about the power of sound, of words, like we did sugar before. That's a whole nother direction, the mind. And then the final one is where we look at the map and we go deeper and really put it all together. So I invite your questions, comments, and sharing on the site. And I look forward to connecting with you sometime soon.
You know, even while I was filming that, Maury, I could get, every time you were into the balloon, I could just go, I was like going into trance. It was so cool. And it works so well. You know, people come into the store and they're all worked up, some of the vendors or even customers, even little kids. And I'll just say, hey, just take a hold of this, take a nice deep breath and a nice and I could see them just, whole body relax. It takes them right into that really nice, relaxing spot. So it's amazing how quick this works. Just with a little into the balloon, and I could just feel my whole body vibrate. So A+, what a great idea. It's such a great concept to use a balloon for healing. It's so perfect. If you want more information about the balloon, again, you can reach Maury at everythingvibrates.com, or you could even come by the bookstore, Mind Over Matter bookstore on the Santa Fe Plaza in the Santa Fe Arcade, and I have a couple of open books and a couple of balloons, so you can come and check it all out. And maybe we could set up a time, if we know that you're coming, if you call or email us, and maybe Maury could even be there. And
That'd be
you
fun.
can meet Maury and he can teach you a little bit about the balloons. So grab a balloon and start playing.
Yippee!
Yeah, so thanks for being on the show, Maury. I really appreciate it. It was really fun.
Been great,
and
Mitch.
I'm,
Thank you.
Hooked on my balloons now. So yeah, I've got everybody at the arcade playing with balloons now. So
Sweet. Well, you know what's really cool is see what else you can discover with the balloon that most people don't know. There are, as I said earlier in the show, there's hundreds of things you can do with the balloon that most people don't know about. And I've been just blessed in working with clients for 4 years now to see and discover many of these things together. And it's a joy. It's a joy, and it's so powerful. And it really is a powerful healing tool for many kinds of concepts.
y'all have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. Namaste.